Yo, it's about 5:15, heading down to the lobby. My way I always get lost on where I'm going. The way I tend to relax really well is actually by having done some work. So yeah, it's nice to get away, go on holiday and relax, but first thing in the morning before everyone's awake, I do like to just plug in, do some work, client check-ins, as in the messages that I've potentially received overnight, client emails, and then generally any team updates that there is and has been for the week. So the UK is around, I'm gonna say it's around 1, 2 p.m. there right now. I think it's 1 o'clock. And it's 5:15, as I said. Go down, finish his water, record some content as well, and then have a little bit of caffeine, get some Monster down my neck.
The Hyrox family.
He's going to be keeping you abreast of all the action.
Me, please.
I was going to say meal again.
When it comes through, what?
Yo, just checking in. We've had a very lazy Sunday here in LA. It's been one of those days relaxing after Hyrox, and we've literally sat in bed for hours watching YouTube and just generally having a good old chill, which is something we don't often get to do whilst we're over in the UK. And we're now just heading to the shop. Just gonna get some fizzy pop, 0 calorie of course. Wrong way. And then we're also going to grab some pizza tonight. And then we've got our final 3 days in LA, which tomorrow we're going to hold a team meeting either tomorrow afternoon or Tuesday afternoon as well. It's just important to be able to know that the staff and those guys are on the same page heading forward into the week at hand as well. We're just about to head to the shop. I'm not sure which one we're going to go to, maybe 7-Eleven. Just filling up some water right now. And I'll check in with you when we head out for this pizza, because I'm not entirely sure what time we're going to go. But hope you guys are enjoying the video so far and the vlog. It's a bit different, something I've not done before, and it feels a bit odd, but you've got to start somewhere. Where are we going?
Hey, I don't know.
Going to 7-Eleven. 9-minute walk. Getting the steps in because they're on about what, 2K so far. Yeah. Just sat currently in the lobby waiting for some pizza and having a drink, 0 Heineken and then Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke, whatever that is. I will check in to give you an insight on what this pizza looks like. We ordered chicken, pepperoni and sausage with onions, mushrooms, red peppers. I'm a big fan of a big variety of toppings on a pizza, and I'll be honest, if that's the one food left on the planet, it would be a pizza for me. Post pizza, that was incredible. Very, very good pizza. Got some chicken bites as well, sweet chili chicken bites, which the quality of the chicken within that as well was great. Sometimes it's a bit risky having chicken bites from somewhere, especially if they are fried. They weren't deep fried, they were coated in a breadcrumb. But yeah, I went through the grill and it was tasty. I would definitely come back to this joint. It was called a Slice. So if you're ever in LA, in the Marriott Hotel, go visit the Slice pizza joint and you will not be disappointed. Yo, so just finished up pizza and we're now just going to take a little bit of a walk, and we're going to do a little bit of reflection, of which Els found a post on Instagram that has journal question prompts for you to be able to reflect on how the week's gone. So Els going to ask the question now.
When do you feel most at peace? How can you incorporate more of these moments into your daily routine?
When do I feel most at peace? So, first thing is I really do like reading. It's just sometimes easier said than done, but I definitely feel at peace when I am reading. It allows me to shut off, not actually think about anything other than the reading itself. I'm not on my phone, I'm not trying to do work, I'm not on social media, instead just zoned in on that. That's definitely makes me feel at peace. And then the second one is being around the dogs. So in their early stages of them guys growing up in that first 3 years, I didn't really get to spend much time with them because I was always in the gym, always working on the business. I could count on one hand how many times I'd actually walked them. So now in this past 12 months since we opened HQ in March, I've never walked the dogs as much in this short space of time in their entire life, and they're 4 years old. So that 100% makes me feel at peace. And if I could do that multiple times a day, I definitely would. And obviously we're out in LA right now, and I feel like I really miss them, and I can't wait to spend some time with them. They just make me feel genuinely at peace, and that I'm connected to like the higher spirit and higher self. I definitely feel strongly about that. There are some studies to suggest that linking that element of what we feel gratitude for and love for our pets is linked heavily with that, and that's what can ultimately bring out the higher sense of purpose, power, gratitude and peace. So yeah, them two things.
Good morning, hope you're well, guys. It is Monday morning here at around 10 to 10 past 10, and we're heading out to Balboa. Checking if you actually clicked the thing. We're going to Balboa Island today. I'm not entirely sure what's there or the reason for it. Well, I did a little bit of research, and the average median price of a house there is $4.2 million. $4.2 million. Quite mind-blowing. Anyway, we'll check in with you in the Uber and go from there. Bye-bye. We have arrived on Balboa Island. Feels a little bit different here than it does to Anaheim. Not entirely sure why. Don't know what the vibe is, but I'm guessing we'll figure it out a little bit more as we explore the island. Hey guys, hope you're well. It is just after training this morning. Quite a tough session to get into mentally, I must admit. It's one of those, when you do have a couple of days off, I definitely go through the mindset of struggling to get back into it, not for any other reason than sometimes you could just end up creating a bit of fear inside. Even though this is my industry, this is something I've been doing for well over a decade, I still get that feeling too. But I'm just going to reshare now on the next few clips what I did through there. It took about 35 minutes in total, and it was just a fantastic amount to just get me back into training after taking a couple of days off after Hyrox, and it'll allow me just to feel that at least I'm chipping away at something before we then travel back to the UK. Peace. Come and train in LA with me on the March On Game program. We first start off with the rower just to make sure we're building up some aerobic capacity. We then head into some core-based movements and prep the full body for the program ahead. We then jump into some plyometric work just to make sure we're waking up that central nervous system. We then head into the single leg B stance RDL, a great movement to really isolate the hamstring and the glute. We've got to make sure that we're supporting through the trailing leg, through that B stance position, and we're hinging through the hip. We really want to focus the bias against the glute itself. That then takes us into the two main movements, the 3-point row, of which you can see we're going for a wide foot stance, and then the row is making sure the dumbbell goes through the middle, allowing for length and range in the bias, and then really slowly concentrating on the contraction, driving the elbow back up, squeezing that armpit as tight as possible. That is superset then with the seated dumbbell lateral raise. Fantastic movement just to really isolate them shoulders on the mid delts. That then takes us into the first compound movement, of which is a heel elevated barbell back squat. As I've been recovering from Hyrox, I haven't gone too heavy on here at all. Gone for a little bit more of a quad dominant movement on here. Nice slow eccentric with a slow concentric on the way up. And then moving into the final two t-shirt filler movements, which we all love, is a single arm tricep extension, just making sure we're isolating that elbow in. into a dumbbell bicep curl. Nice and strict through the elbow position and feeling good in the t-shirt later for today.
Too much in one go. Did you manage to eat last night? Are you sure?
Cutlery thing. Yeah, they're in there. Cool.
Too fast.